Hi, it's Eric. I just wanted to talk very briefly about the Swatch Moonswatch. And, you know, I know a lot of people have given their opinion on what it is. Oh, it's ruined the brand. It's all these terrible things. The last one that they had is an awful launch. It's ruined. Listen, the facts are the facts. The facts are, for a full year, they will be approaching 1.5 million units sold. That's crazy. That's, you know, 400 million, 500 million. You're nearing $500 million in sales with that. Now, the kicker here is that Nick Hayek, the CEO of Swatch Group, has mentioned, and others have confirmed, that because of this watch and sales of this watch, that were people are so worried about diluting the brand, have actually increased sales of the Omega Speedmaster, the real one, by 50%. So even to a point where the AP president, Henry Francois Pinault, mentioned that it was an incredibly great idea. And so, hey, you know, I had some reservations myself. I thought, you know, I wasn't concerned about doing it. I think it's great. I was a little concerned about using the Omega logo and the Speedmaster script logo. That was it. They proved me wrong. I'll tell you, that's not for me to say that it failed or it was wrong. I can tell you only from the data that it was amazing for the brand and amazing for Omega. And I think also the reason for that is, as I've mentioned before in other videos, is early adopters are really important to brands. So I kind of look at it like, let's say you're going to buy a Mercedes. You probably start with a C-Class at $40,000. Where do you want to end up? You probably end up at an AMG for E-Class AMG at $120,000. Mercedes can actually bring you through their line of cars so that when you get older and wealthier, you could drive that car. And this is an attempt at a brand that's capturing an audience as an early adopter, and they're making them fans of the brand. And do you think they really want just to have a Moonswatch the rest of their life? They aspire to have a real one. And if they can, they will. So all of these are fans. These are all fans of the Omega Speedmaster. And they're getting something that looks like it because they love it. And when they get the money, they're going to buy it. And I tell you what, it's happened fast. As I just said, there's a 50% increase. 50% increase in sales. So I know there's been so many people who say it's going to ruin the brand, all of those type of things. It absolutely hasn't. I'll tell you that from a marketing point of view, from a statistical point of view, from a sales point of view, it hasn't. It just hasn't. You know, it's got to a point where I even think about it and I'm thinking, oh no, you know, I like this kind of stuff. I love collaborations. I've done a lot of them, but what if it's, you know, the Fathom Swatch? They own Blancpain, right? They have one hell of a portfolio of brands. This isn't the only brand they can do it with. They could do, what if it's a 50 Fathom Swatch? Who knows? You know, there's crazier things. But I am a fan of the watch. Do I own it? No. Would I buy it? No, it's not for me. But I think that the execution for me is, and the idea is really smart. It's really, really smart. And a number of CEOs, as I've said, have said that. It is a super smart idea. I'm surprised that it was approved. I really am. But I'm happy it was. So anyway, that's my take on it. I mean, I know people want to argue points about it, but you can't argue that sales are up 50% on the Speedmaster, and that they will, in one full year, sell 1.5 million units. And that's with selling them out all the time. So who knows what's coming, but I'm kind of excited to see what happens with a marketing point of view. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Thanks.